Gon' pay off. I know this hard work gon' pay off. I ain't taking days off. I'm the boss, I ain't getting laid off. I know this hard work gon' pay off. I ain't taking days off. I'm the boss, I ain't getting laid off. I know this hard work gon' pay off. So I'ma keep doing what I'm doing. Obviously they like the music and they love the way I'm moving. Stack of money, had a crew and wildlife. Yeah, we a movement. Only with bad bitches with street nerd up on the booty. Make a tootie, come and suited and booted. Put it in the circle. Yo. We back. Minor complications, man. Hope y'all can see us out here, man. I know y'all can hear us. Yeah, I know y'all can see us now because we can see us. We can see us. Can't you see us?
I hope so. Hey, everybody. Hey. Yes. Woo-wee! Baby. I'm shaking it off. Hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. We are wrong. That's the wrong link. I'm trying to send a link to those that are trying to get back on, y'all, because we were on and then we had some complications. Now we're just getting back on. So I just know tonight is going to be a good show. And I'm still excited, just shaking it off. All right. I'm just shaking it off because, whoo, baby, that was very irritating. But let's continue on in excellence and goodness. Okay. So hey everybody, we are Meet the Godfreys. I am Muriel.
I'm Kendall.
And we are Meet the Godfreys. We are on every Thursday, 7:00
Central Time.
And we just hope that you join in because we're bringing lots of love to each household. And we pray that every show does something amazing in our viewers' lives. It has been amazing. We have heard so many testimonies. So we want to keep the testimonies going. This is a new season for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what's the name of this season?
Something about the wedding vow.
Something about the wedding vow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is our vow renewal session. Vow. Okay, come on, vow renewals. All right. This is our vow session. And this is the for better or for worse vow that we'll be discussing tonight with an amazing couple, y'all. And we're so excited about it, right? So welcome to Meet the Godfrey, the what is the name of this? Marriage vow session. And
we're gonna get together, y'all.
We got it together, okay? But y'all seen how it was just y'all experienced it firsthand. Some of the technical difficulties and some things that are trying to come against you when you are on the on the path to greatness, right? On the path to greatness. So sometimes there may be some hiccups in the road, and we know how it's gonna make y'all flesh feel, right? But you got to get past that, right? Because it's gonna go from worse to better, right? And tonight we have an amazing couple on. So let's do a quick little prayer and declaration because they already backstage, y'all. They already backstage, and we are a little behind because of that. So God, tonight, let our conversations bring forth healing, laughter, and truth to marriages everywhere. All right.
Just individuals, period.
And to marriages, especially, right? Because and the relationships that are turned to marriages and all that good stuff, right? We're excited about tonight's show, right? Because in today's time, we see a lot of marriages that go through a lot of stuff, right? So we made it through those worst moments. We had a few moments ourselves that we could testify that we have made it through, and we here to let you know that if you just continue to focus and love on each other, even during those tough times. Why are you looking at the camera? Why you ain't looking at me?
Because you finna get on the nerve. I'm just gonna look at y'all. I'm gonna look at y'all.
I heard y'all had a little piece of.
Y'all see him acting up.
Y'all ain't see it. They didn't see it.
No,
they had to see it.
Okay, they ain't see it.
Had to see
but
that.
Y'all heard it.
They heard it.
Y'all heard it.
Yeah, they
right?
heard it.
I'm trying to help him.
They gonna hear some more.
Because sometimes, wives, we try to help.
They gonna hear some more.
We try to help, but he ain't listening, right?
They gonna hear some more.
But we got it together.
We got it together.
We always got it together, okay?
That's
because we keep God at the center, God at the center, right? God is at the center of the thing. He holds us together. He is the glue that keeps us stronger and together. And we already know that he already told us that we in this forever, right? Right. So this is what we doing tonight. We bringing on the Bakers, y'all. So we getting ready to bring them from backstage, and y'all, we're excited. Let's go, man. Let's go. It's the Bakers in the house.
Hey, y'all.
What's the deal?
Hey, family.
What's going
on with it? How you doing?
Yeah, we good. Everything is good. How y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good.
We so excited to have y'all on.
We are super excited to be on with you guys. This is going to be amazing. I'm excited.
You see, we had a little difficulty.
We had a little technical difficulties,
you know, the devil like to act up when things get to happening, you know. That's all right.
It's a fixed fight, right? It's a fixed
fight.
Come on.
That's right. Come on.
For sure.
Woo! So I'm excited, y'all. And definitely in marriage, you will have some fights, right, y'all?
Oh, God. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you absolutely. Have to go on. And when I was just in the before we get ready, because we want y'all to tell y'all story, right? But when I was getting ready for the show, y'all, it was so amazing. Because I'm like, man, okay, you want me to share this here on Meet the Godfreys? Because normally, it's on the other platform, Forever Sword the Elevator. But he said, when it's from me, yes, the enemy will try to attack, but
that's right.
I got heaven backing it, right?
Amen.
Heaven is backing the marriages, right? So when we understand that, we may go through some things, right? And you're gonna go through some seasons, but if you hold on and literally know how to fight, I ain't talking about no physical, right? Because everybody's probably physical fight, right? And we already know. But what I'm talking about is when you know how to fight in the spiritual sense. For your marriage, right? For your marriage, it's for better or for worse. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And because he came that we should have life more abundantly, we should be able to go and ask for things, and we'll be together because
be established. Come on,
right there over there got power.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
we're gonna make it out this little storm and that little rain.
We got to make it out.
Got to.
That little rain ain't doing nothing but watering the harvest.
Nothing.
Okay? So
water my seed. That's it.
I'm trying to tell you. I like to call this vow the knuckle season, because sometimes you gotta
come on.
Listen.
Come on. I like that one.
That's the one.
Look, you preaching already.
We know it's happening for a reason, right? Because if he got us going through some stuff, when we come out on that side, not only is it gonna be better or greater,
that's right,
but we're gonna be together, right?
Oh yeah.
That's right.
So can y'all tell the people who y'all are? Tell us who y'all are, and tell us about how y'all got together. Tell us y'all love story, and I know it's special.
Listen. Listen, well, first and foremost, we are super excited to be on with you guys. This is amazing. I'm just excited, and we're just excited. We are the Bakers. I am Unique Baker. This is my amazing husband,
Elder Baker.
Lonnie. Amen. Glory be unto God. And we've been married for.
So you don't know? No, 10 years. Now we've been married 10 years.
I'm with Mr. God.
10 years.
You're gonna teach them all. Listen. Yeah, 10 years. We've been married 10 years. Yeah.
We made half of that this year. Yes, we did.
Oh, man, congratulations. That's amazing. Listen, they said if you can get through the first 3 to 5.
Maybe pop your head up and make 5 more. 55 more.
Yes.
It's over with. It's too late now, y'all. Y'all like this.
You heard me?
It's too late. We're gonna be knocking each other's head off for the next 55 more. Just knocking
That's the one. That is indeed the one. We've been together 12 years. This was definitely not something that we expected. Glory be unto God.
Yeah.
And this is just one of them things that was and is God ordained. We met in a on the choir in a group called BRL Chicago. Yes. And I looked at him, and it's not a love story, y'all. I looked at Lonnie, I was like, wow, that's a nice looking man. You know, although I was not there for that, I still seen him. I was like, he's nice looking. And then let me see, we never seen each other again.
It was like a year. It was like a whole year.
Because he stopped coming. He stopped coming. He only went that one time. I kept coming. He went that one time, and then he stopped coming. So I did wonder, like, where he was. You know, like a year later, he found me on Facebook, and then he reached out to me. I'm like, oh, you know, we remember each other. Long story short, he asked me for my number through Facebook. I gave him my number. It took him how many days to call me?
3 days.
Took me
But you know, Jesus rose in 3 days. 3 days. He got up.
No, put your hand down.
Come on, you know.
Put your hand down. No, this took this man 3 days. You know how it go when you get somebody your number. Every time the phone ding, bing, or ring, you looking.
You wait.
You trying to look and see what it is. He ain't got me for 3 whole days, y'all. Listen.
Yeah.
And after that, once we started talking, the rest of it pretty much history. And it definitely wasn't a walk in the park at first. You know, it's always feel good in the very beginning. And so it felt good in the beginning. Then we end up hitting, you know, rock bottom and things like that. And so, you know, we'll get into that. We don't want to jump too far ahead before you guys. Yeah.
Well, let me while we there, I remember at that time in my life, I was looking for something new, something different. And believe it or not, I knew what I wanted at the time because I was detoxing. I had a 6-year detox. And I stopped dating. I stopped having sex.
Yeah.
I started fasting and praying because I was in the streets trying to, you know, I was just, you know, I was one of those dudes, you know, and I just wanted to change. I got tired of the same old stuff. So I seen that the choir, because, you know, I grew up singing, my family grew up singing, her family grew up singing. And I remember praying. I'm like, God, I want something different. And I while I was praying, I'm like, God, I want a wife. I see my brothers, they were married and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I want a wife. I want a family. I said, I want 4 kids. I want 2 girls, 2 boys. I want my wife to be this. I want her to sing. I want her to do some of the things that I do. I want to do all that. And I was writing down. I was praying for it. And then BRL, there was a choir. The reason why I chose that choir is because the name BRL meant bold, right life. I wanted that life for me. I wanted to live that bold, right life. So, but I feel like that was my start. And I didn't think that the choir I thought that the choir itself was my new start. But my new start was meeting my wife there. And and so it was crazy because I only went to 2 rehearsals. The first rehearsal I went there. She wasn't there. So the second rehearsal she saw me, and then we decided to go do a choir outing at Buffalo Wild Wings. And went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. I ain't gonna never forget it. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I remember what she had on. She had on some light jeans.
Watch yourself.
With a light baby blue like sweater jacket, and she was wearing a ponytail. I ain't gonna never forget it. And so she had, for some reason, her and her friend had to leave early, but I knew her friend knew who I was. I didn't really know who she was. And we were talking, and she was introducing us, and they was about to leave, and she was like, "Well," I was about to shake. I was going for a handshake. She's like, "No, we don't do that. We hug." So she gave me a hug, and I'm telling you, right?
I wasn't being fast, y'all. I wasn't being fast, okay?
Let me tell you something.
You know what it's PC Day, okay? Because every day we are a new creature. Come on.
But you know what? That hug. I gotta be honest. That hug. I don't know what it was about that hug. I'm just gonna be honest.
The Holy Ghost.
Mhm.
Come on, come on.
I assumed it was because I felt cared about in even in that moment because she didn't know that I was just dealing with homelessness. I was just dealing with a whole lot in my life. I was in a depressed state, and that hug just felt like I was beginning of my healing. You get what I'm saying? So
That's the beginning of it.
yeah, just the beginning of it. But
Good.
yeah.
Stages. Okay, y'all.
So yeah, that was our leading point in our beginning. So that was that. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it? I'm sorry, y'all. I was inviting. I was following the
Yeah,
instructions.
we doing the
I
same thing. We just don't
Yeah.
want to jump ahead of
Yeah,
y'all.
we just
Yeah,
trying
we just trying
to
to.
work our
No,
way
no,
there,
yeah, one thing we're gonna do on here is flow, right? And one thing what we do flow is the Holy Ghost, right? And we
Yes.
know that's the spirit that's within us, the authentic selves, right? So when you
That's right.
flow, right? Because this platform, whatever comes up, because it's so oily here, we know
Yeah.
he sent.
Hey,
Real
Okay.
I
oily.
do feel something. I feel
Hey,
something,
hey,
but we
Yeah.
got to take it easy.
wait, come on, because you get excited, right? And I first of all, you already know I felt that when he do what you had on, when he do your hairstyle, and your hey, come on, hey, because y'all story, like, I don't know, y'all, maybe for the viewers, for those who look at, because I remember the question that I had: how would I know when he's the one? When I remember asking when I went through that journey like yourself, to heal. And I remember, like, okay, God, I'm gonna get this thing a try. And I went to the church, and there were things that I prayed for, and I'm like, look, I want something real. I ain't got time for the fake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is during that time when I met y'all pastor through my pastor, right? And they played ball together, and it was on the anniversary, and we know y'all know the V is our family. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
think about the kingdom of God when it's for real. We know that we one body. Hey,
Yeah.
you may
Come
operate
on.
on the east side, we may
That's
operate
right.
over there. But
Mhm.
because we are truly moving for the Lord, and understand that God to have us here doing this one thing, but it's under the same, it's under his movement, it's under
That's
his
right.
word.
That's right. That's
His
right.
will. We know it's all good
Yeah.
in this neighborhood. It's all
Yeah.
good. So that's a little bit that we met in the church as well.
Wow.
Did so many things, right? And I was going through that healing as well. And I remember not too long ago when he gave me a new part to our little story, and he was able to break down like what it was that did it for him, for me.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Okay.
Wow.
And he took the details, so I know that feeling. So I speak life to that feeling,
Yeah.
okay? Because it's a
Yeah.
party over there in the baker's household. Come on. How many kids? You said you was gonna have, you wanted 4 kids. How many y'all got right now?
We got
Got
5. I came with a
Come
bonus.
on, exceedingly
Yes.
abundantly. Come on, above all that you ever asked to think. All I'm
Come
saying
on. Because he
is,
knew.
if you're doing whatever you're doing, and the Lord is doing, I believe it. Okay.
Yes.
So I do have a question though. What has been your biggest for worse season, and how did y'all overcome it together? We know how it started, right? But we're gonna kind of dive in the middle, right? Because a lot of
Okay.
people see the beautiful vows, the
Right.
wedding, and
Right.
and it's good. That's good too, y'all.
No.
But
Yeah.
the part we want to speak to, that we want to help people in, because sometimes it get a little rough, and
It does.
we seeing some divorces, and we seeing those things, and we
Yeah.
speak up to those things, especially
Yeah.
Come on.
Absolutely.
what if it's a God ordained marriage, I speak life to it. And I understand, even if you in a divorce court, there, I believe that there's nothing that he can't do, right? And I
Come
know it's
on.
power within the unit, okay? You
Amen.
hear
Come on.
power within the
Amen.
unit. It's like a what they call it, uncommon type of power. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is the part that we don't talk about, because while we real and we can have fun, yeah, we talk, but we live this thing. You
Right.
get what
Yes.
I'm
Every
saying?
day.
So
Yes.
I want y'all to kind of talk about the biggest for worst time, and how did y'all overcome it together?
The biggest forward stand. Go ahead.
Okay, I would honestly say that one of the worst seasons of our marriage, and I think I can speak for us both here. And I believe that this is Lonnie and I pride ourselves on transparency, because we just believe that it can help somebody, and hopefully it healed us, and so hopefully it can heal somebody who's dealing with that. And so we eloped in 2013. And so 2015, my mom passed. I had just gave birth to my daughter, and I was dealing with a lot of grief, and it was bad, and I was also dealing with postpartum. I just had my daughter 2 months ago, and she passed in December, and so I was up and up going leading up to, we were good, like everything was good. But I think that I can speak for a lot of married people that you don't really know your spouse until you know them in their bad seasons. And it's easy to say you love them and you love everything about them until you find a part of them that you just don't like. And that's when my husband began to see a side of me that he had not never seen before, because I had not seen that side of myself. And so in order to deal with my grief, I turned to alcohol. I like to be transparent. I did. I turned to alcohol, and I also cheated on my husband. So we dealt with infidelity on my end, and knowing that it was not right, and all of the counseling that we really had to dive into. And let's just be honest, Lonnie found out because I told him, not because somebody was like, "Oh, I did this with your wife." We got the bam. I felt terrible. Yes, I took accountability and said, "Let's have a conversation. This is what happened. Yes, I'm grieving, but that was not right what I did." And so we had to go, and that it was a bad season. And the question was, my question to my husband was, do you still want me? Because I know right now I'm still drinking, I'm still grieving, I just cheated. What are we doing? And at this time, we have 2 kids. And so, it was just a really, really bad time. And I was not, and it was on me. I know a lot of women be like, "Oh, it's the man fault, the man." But this was something that I had to say, I messed up. I made this mistake. I knew what I was doing, but at the moment I didn't care. So now that it's done, I have to be able to say, "Okay, babe, this is what I did. This is how where do we go from here?" And Lonnie looked at me, and at the time he didn't even have an answer. He was like, "I don't want to talk." And I had to give him his space, and I had to accept that. I didn't chase after him and say, "No, you need to come talk to me." I had to give him his space. I had to give him his time. And so that was just one of the worst times that I'd say that we dealt with. And all of the counseling, but honestly, that was, I want to say, the one of the worst seasons of our life, dealing with infidelity. We were in church still, so I don't want to negate the fact that we were still people who went to church every Sunday, still trusted God, still believed in God, still go to church together, praying together. But that didn't mean that the devil would not get busy in our marriage. That didn't mean that the devil would not get real and allow us to see that this thing is not a walk in the park. And it was real good until it got real bad. And so we had to come to terms and say, okay, when he was ready. So I'll let you take over
Yeah,
this part.
yeah. So yeah, being transparent with that. Yeah, when she told me that, I ain't never felt hurt like that. I almost got mad at God. I'm like, dang, I got what I prayed for.
Yeah.
I ain't prayed for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come with it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So what so me, to be completely honest with you, I was just going with the motions, but at the same time, I was debating if I wanted to stay married.
Yeah.
Even in the Bible, it lets us know that those are the grounds of divorce.
It is.
Where infidelity and abuse and all of that stuff, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I knew what I and this is and this may help somebody.
Come on, walk us out,
This may
please.
help somebody.
Yeah.
You have to know, you have to remember what was promised to you.
Right.
You have to remember, who God is, even in that chaotic moment or situation.
Yeah.
Because I kept, for some reason in my mind, I'm this is transparent. In my mind, I'm like, I want to leave, but for some reason I can't.
My God.
And
Mm.
but the reason why I can't because I kept thinking about those years I prayed for her.
My
And
God.
Those
you know
years
you
I prayed for this marriage. And I'm waiting on answers. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? So what I did was I went to smoking weed. I was smoking. While I was waiting, I was honestly talking to any female that I wanted to talk
Yeah,
to.
we at that
And
point.
I gotta be honest, I was wrong for this,
Yeah.
but I just didn't care, and I didn't care if she knew
Yeah.
because I just felt like
were
I
hurt.
had to. I got
Yeah.
yeah, I got to a point where I said, well, you don't want to go have to leave because I ain't going nowhere, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So
Right.
if you choose to leave, then that's on you. I even got to that point, but even being in that place, I was at a place where I accepted depression.
Right.
I accepted settling for that.
Yeah.
But then she kept trying to talk like, hey, let's get counseling. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just in a numb place where I just didn't care. Like one thing about guys, we so visual and we so we not good at dealing with our emotions.
Mhm.
So either we gonna get angry or we just become numb to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying, and not deal with it. But I found out that they put me in the place.
My God.
Oh my God, they put me in the place where I was really thinking evil things. Like I was really evil at that moment.
Yeah.
So what we did was I got to a point where it got to a point where and here come this way it got to. She ended up going back to her father's house. We get up being
Yeah, you
separated
separate.
because I actually ended up cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I actually ended up doing it, getting revenge or whatever. And and I found out, and when I did that, I hurt myself again because why would I do that? And it hurt her, you know what I mean? So it's like they didn't fix
We both
nothing.
was in a really low
So
state.
we was in a little state. So what we did was we did that 3 month separation and we lost our apartment. We stopped paying the bills and stuff like
No,
that.
like when it goes
You know,
bad, it really goes.
it got that's how bad it got. We lost our apartment.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I had this I ended up sleeping in my car. I did not care what happened to me. And then I realized I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Come on.
I am doing myself harm more than
You trying to do
me just not caring about what happens to her or whatever. I'm
yeah.
doing myself harm. I'm sleeping in the car dangerously in bad neighborhoods where they shooting. I have a gun, but you know what I'm saying. So many times I wanted to. You get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I had a wake up call when one night I was just crying in my car, and I say I want my family. I know God was like, remember what you prayed. Remember, remember what I promised you. And it was you was just talking to me, and I'm like, okay. And I called my wife. I'm like, listen, let me tell you something. I'm ready to try this again.
Yeah.
And before I even got to her, before I even called her, I already had a place for us to look at to get back into a place.
Yeah.
I already found work.
being serious.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Ready,
saying?
baby.
Because I knew that as a man I had to
Yes.
if I gonna get my family back,
Right.
they're gonna have to get back in a stable situation. You know what I'm saying? So we got them back and so we got in a beautiful apartment and big apartment where things still wasn't perfect, but I knew that if we was gonna work this out, we're gonna work this out together. And God gave me this analogy before we got on.
Mhm.
When you plant two trees next to each other, they're gonna grow together.
Mm.
But the things about those two trees, they both have different roots.
Mhm.
Mm.
So what I found out, what we had to do, we had to get to the root of our
Our
problem,
problem.
the
Come on.
root of our
Yes, we
situation,
have to get to the
and
Yeah.
root.
that's what started healing us.
Yep, that's what it
Because I found out that there was areas in our life that we have not matured
And
in,
we were not healed.
and we
on.
were not healed from before we even got together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come
of
on.
Before we
course.
even got together. So they caused us to make certain decisions, and make certain say things and treat it,
Mistakes. We take
make
those on.
make those
Yeah.
mistakes. So
Oh yeah.
now we found out that we had to grow together, and we needed help. So we got so far along to the point where we actually needed outside help.
Right.
Come on.
So that was our lowest.
Right.
That was our biggest worst. And then at the end of that, we found out that we had to get outside help.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And we went to God
yeah.
together and we made a decision, a conscious decision. And the thing about it is, when you're going through your worst, you have to be able to make a conscious decision to say, I want you, you want me, let's make this work. Because we realized the devil was literally having his way. The idle mind is the devil's workshop,
Come on.
playground. And so if he was able to be idle in the head of the house, then what happens if the head is not right? The body
Come on.
follows.
The
You know
body
what I'm
gonna
saying?
follow.
And so in your marriage, it's like your husband is the head. And I did not realize in that time, although I had planted the seed, that I was one of the main reasons why the head wasn't on correctly, because I wasn't praying. Although I was praying, we were going to church and everything, I was not doing what a wife was supposed to do. So now when we made the conscious decision to say, okay, God, we'll give this to you instead of trying to do it by ourselves, because we realized that your way is so much better than our way, because our
Come
way
on.
just ain't working. That's really when things begin to look up for us. And we're not saying that every day was perfect since then, because yes, we it's almost like a house. You can see how you want it to go, but you don't know the bricks, you don't know the cement, you don't know how much you're gonna need. Sometimes you gotta go back to the stove because you got the wrong size nail. You just don't know. And so
Yeah.
what we end up having to do, and what we still to do to this day, before we make any decisions, we go to God. And I
Come
have to
on.
trust that he's gonna make the right decision, because he's my head, he's my husband. And
Yeah.
although I had a problem with submission, for those who know me, I also realized that that's God's way. And I can't beat against God, I can't beat against God's brick, because he gonna win every time. However, I've noticed, and I can honestly say that we both have noticed, ever since we gave it to God, things have been so much better. Things have been so much peaceful, because the
Yeah.
goal is to have peace in your house. And for all you wives out there, you are the favorites, the fragrance of your house. You set the tone, you set the temperature. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So if I'm having a bad day, or if he's having a bad day, or if he's having a bad day, let me see what I can do to make his day better. Or if I'm having a bad day, he's going to do the same thing. The key is to be intentional
Yeah.
about your marriage, and what you desire, for your spouse to do, and for your,
And I want to add to that. We found out that we can't be afraid of having a hard conversation,
that's very true.
Oh, you gotta have.
because right, because you get to a place where it just seemed like you see something that was triggering what happened in the past, and then we have to, like, you know what, listen, I don't like that happened, and I don't like that this was said, because when you said that, it made me think about this, or
Come on.
like, however it go, because
Mhm.
it did, because this is the thing, we found out that a disagreement is not an argument.
Right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No,
Sometimes,
That's the truth.
that's the
You
truth.
speaking so
Yes.
you speaking
Yes.
facts. Keep talking. Cause
yeah,
I
yeah, because sometimes,
oh, you talking
yeah,
slow.
sometimes, right. So, because sometimes we get to a place where when we address a situation, you end up walking in a fence. But you wouldn't walk in a fence if you're not taking accountability and addressing the situation from a place where you want to fix it. Like, we
Mhm.
wanted to work this out.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell you the day where we decided. Like, I remember we went to a marriage retreat, right?
Yeah.
And before we got there, we said, "Hey, let me tell you something." We both was thinking the same thing. We was like, "If this don't work, then this is." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It was a
Yeah.
But
conscious
it
decision.
was there was that conscious decision moment
Yeah.
Both on
where
the
we
same.
sat in that car before we walked in that place. we was like, if this ain't gonna work, this it for real.
Yeah,
So we went in there and
give it our all.
and we gave it our all. We participated in all the exercises. It was different couples in there. We heard their stories, and it was crazy because then another thing about that, when we heard their stories, we looked at our story. We were like, oh, wait a minute.
We ain't even going through nothing.
It ain't even that bad.
I don't want to say nothing,
Dad,
but
we
it
been
ain't like
tripping.
that.
We've been tripping, baby. We've been tripping all
You
along, baby.
know?
We got this. Put your hand together.
You know, we give each other the eyeballs. We give each other the eyeballs. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
You be thinking you dealing with something like you like you were saying earlier, you had to sleep in your car and stuff like that. But then you be thinking like it's people that ain't got a car to sleep in.
Man,
You still got a way to get some wheels to try to go get some money to maybe get a position to try to get somewhere to sleep somewhere. But at least you got to, you still got some kind of coverage, man. You'd be like, at least I thank God for the position I'm in.
Come on.
I thank for what I got. I'm thankful for everything I got. I'm always wanting more. I'm not, content, but I thank God for, everything I got.
Yes, sir.
So you always working for better, but like, it's crazy, man. Like you said, you would look at it and be like, man, this ain't that bad. Shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't got that. I got that. I'm complaining about this.
Let me get my mind right.
Let me chill.
It's a
focus. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on the wrong thing. If I'm thinking this something that's making me, throw me off from what I'm supposed to be reaching, the heights I'm supposed to be reaching. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
yes, sir.
That makes
it's
sense.
the correction. That's correct. Y'all, when y'all saying this right, I'm trying to turn this part off, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm like, okay, but there's so many like spiritual things that pop out as y'all talk, as you shared the story about the trees, and then I'm seeing like generational curses, right? Because sometimes God got to put you with the one you meant to break curses with. And that comes sometimes, even when though I bought it together and it was beautiful, I gotta let it get ugly. But I know that y'all gonna keep y'all eyes focused on me, so I understand how it look right now. But I know that in that you're gonna begin to look at the situation like it ain't that bad. And even in that, you're gonna wind up giving thanks because he's saying everything give thanks. Because everything. This is the real of the Lord. So even though it looked bad, I know it ain't that bad because I know who I roll with. I know who got me in this. So it's so encouraging when you got your faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you got your faith, right? Even though these things may be going on, this is what we got to realize about the church. Sometimes they'll bring us together so we can encourage each other, right? You talked about, you said we were still going to church. You said we were still, all this stuff was going, but I could tell you right now, what God reveals, he gonna heal. So what they said then, they can't say now. Come on. Talk about it, but this ain't what it's about, because the way that God roll about me, it could be something today. Call it out today. I'm sitting there like, come on, all right, come on. That's what you got. You revealing it. God, I'm calling you now to heal it. Because now, like you said, the wife, right? Because at the wife, in this wife life, I understand that I am the gardener in this thing. And I can't let the foxes come up in here and eat up at my stuff. Because that's the harvest that God gave me. So when it comes, see, I had to turn my thumper in too, right? I wanted to fight with these hands right here, but now I fight a different way, because when you know who you are, when you sit down at his right side, you begin to laugh at the things that the enemy thought that he was going to throw at you.
Come on. Come on.
Set that marriage up. When you was I was like, oh, okay,
man.
But when you
that's powerful.
Faith,
that's right.
You be like, I ain't want, like, because we could talk about some things right now. God say this is the, God is so good, right? Because he said, reach out to you for you to come on the show. I sat down and I was like, Lord, who's gonna be on the show this week? And he said, reach out, right?
Yes.
And he told everything he told me to roll with it. And look how he's like, y'all don't know, y'all helping me.
Y'all helping us.
Y'all helping us. But we know that it don't stop with us, right? Because we are fishermen of men. So we know that this video finna hit some networks where they're gonna need somebody's gonna hit at the time where, because he makes all things beautiful, right?
That's
so
right.
It's going through a storm, they're gonna click on this video and be like, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. This is because we overcome by what?
Yes.
Come on.
That's right.
So when they hear that we testifying that, hey, God brought us through that, we just have to get our minds right.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Intentional, like you just
intentionality.
Both of y'all said the same thing.
Intentionality.
Do that. When you make up a decision, because what you said, when you just hit on that, brother, we had some seasons, right? And we know we're talking about for better or worse. Come on, Dad. We love the babies. Come on, babies. We loud.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Don't tell
my baby calling me.
That's what we be telling them kids. We're gonna answer some questions in a minute, y'all. So if y'all got questions for us, please drop them in the chat, y'all. And we're gonna answer these questions together. We're gonna tag team this. If the Godfreys ain't got it, the Bakers got it. And if we ain't in the, either one of us ain't got it, we're gonna pray about it, and God gonna give it to you at some point, right?
Glory to God. Come on.
But we believe the answers to be right here in this platform. Yes, that's just how he rolled in this season. It's so suddenly now, Faith. All right, I just heard that, so I got
Come on, prophet.
I'm trying to stay right here, y'all. But y'all, it's so amazing because you talked about that season, right? We had some seasons, we had some for worse seasons, right? And this is what the platform, you said, we like to be transparent. I'm like, oh God, look at you. You said them on the show, because that's what the Godfreys do. We transparent.
That's right.
That ain't we didn't have to go.
You can't help nobody off no lie.
Come on. Come on. So when we were going through, what did we do? We had to come to the place of being like, I was like you, brother. I was like, wait a minute, God gave me this. He already had his manner. He knew, but you know what I'm saying? But it's a different way you move, because sometimes we as women get hit in our emotions. I know about what you talked about because my mother died too. Come on. And when she died, I was like, what is going on? What? Like, baby, some things went on. But what I will say is, I will be the witness to what you just said.
Come on.
I knew God gave me this. He knew God gave us this. So what we doing now? We're going to be obedient, because we know, hey, it's only going to get greater later.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, exceedingly and abundantly, is that was what was promised, right? So when we have accountability and we begin to do those things in which God told us, we begin to see the promises, right? We sometimes like to be like, man, this too much, and we walk away. Why? Because I used to be the walk. What they say, this is a word I'm gonna make up, y'all. I used to be the walk awayer. See, no deuces. Like, but then when I got to a place where it was like, it felt like stagnation. I'm like, God, what's going on? What's up? He like, you tell me, because every time I try to bless you, you keep walking away. You keep on going the other way. Whatever I bring you to, I'm going to bring you through. So what you keep walking away from?
Yeah.
That's that better.
That's how it goes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. You got to keep going. Because he said, yea, though I walk through, right? Through. We walking through. So y'all walk through that thing, right? So that thing spoke to me, right? So y'all explained already the other half of that question. So I got this question right here, and I want to help the people, right? How did your faith help you hold on to each other when life hit hard?
Go ahead. Ooh, I'm sorry. So how did you know that for me,
you kind of touched on it all. Because you said you knew already. He promised you this,
right?
So that's what I'm about to. Yes,
you hung on to the promise.
Yes, you cannot forget about what God has shown you. Yeah. You cannot forget about what you pray for. A lot of times what we pray for is attached to what God has promised for us.
Yes.
And one thing that you have to understand, that you know what you don't want, and you know what you don't want to go back to too. That's another thing too. You know what you don't want, and you know what you don't want to go back to. And you have to remember that there's nothing else available than what God has promised you.
Yeah.
So your faith has to stand on God's promises. And no matter this, let me tell you something. We can deal with things and it'll make us forget what God has promised.
That's true.
But
it's true.
You know, because it leaves you in a destitute.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
We got a question right here. Our sister Sharice, she want to know, Did you seek individual therapy as well as couples therapy?
Oh yeah, how did y'all do that? Come on with the questions.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, we did. We see more me than him.
Oh yes.
But it wasn't about who did more. I said it as a joke because I'm really comical sometimes. But it's okay. Okay.
It's understood.
But it was I wanted to make sure that we both was in the heads, the mindset of we both need mental help on the side. Like, let me get myself together because I don't want to come. Say it again.
Individually, I always tell her that. Like, I can't give to you what I don't have. So I gotta work with myself. I have to be 100%, you know, at least close to 100% to be able to give my full and all the way. I feel like nothing, you know, can keep me from handling whatever it is that you need to be handling.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And that's a real thing, because it would be a travesty for one person to just go and do all the work. And then now they bringing in everything that they knew. And now you still in the mindset of where you was because you didn't want to go get help. And so we went to counseling together, but then we also seek outside help. And then when we were able to, we went to counseling back together again to talk about everything, not what we talked about individually, but whatever we learned outside of each other, we had to bring back in, and it helped. Yeah. Of course, we got it. Of course, we got it in the middle. Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. That was a good one.
When that season, when he first told me that, I like to say plug up to the charger because I ain't got time. I'm sorry. So that's why I told you I understand who you are. You understand? Because
those who know,
it don't take the Lord long to do nothing. Plug up to him because I ain't got all day for it. No.
We got Latice. She says, "What makes you as a woman decide what you have is worth fighting for?" So y'all could, you know, take answer that.
As a woman.
As a woman.
Go ahead. What makes you as a woman decide that what you have is worth fighting for? And so I'm going to answer this question the way that I think you mean it. If I'm off, come back and maybe pose the question in a different way that we answer the question the way it needs to be answered. But sister, when he told me, I had to get to a place where it was like, when I hit that place of, Lord, what's going on? What's up? Like this don't look like nothing that you told me. He said, some things be a you problem. Don't you know you could be the weapon formed against yourself? And when he took me to that place, he started showing me. And I'm like, you know, you'll be like, what you showing me for? I'm in this closet talking about somebody else. You keep showing me. What is going on?
Come on, talk right. Come on.
I told you that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. I knew you before I put you in your mother's womb. You are the apple of my eye, but yet you're an eagle, because those that wait on the Lord, like he started talking to me in the way that I talk to him, right? Because the place that we call depression is really, I'm telling you, because God is who he is, and I had to change up my vocabulary recently, right? Because I wrote a piece, and he said, no, that wasn't depression, that was your reset. Come on. Depression, reset. Sometimes I got to take you into the dark room and have you reset, but the world calls it depression. But don't you know that everything that I even allow for you to happen because you mad is going to work out for your good? So do you think I put depression on you? No, this is a reset. So sometimes I got to take you to a dark place to develop you.
Wow.
So when he began to develop me, he began to show me how I was not carrying myself accordingly. I'm telling you this, you're holding yourself accountable to what the world is showing you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
My pastor even made it even a little bit clearer this weekend. He said when he was preaching, he said, what's the difference between word and world? Okay, so W-O-R-D and you got W-O-R-L-D. And then he was like, it's the L. And I was like, oh, so you're right. He said, in the world, you going to take losses. But when you are in the word, you don't take losses. So some people say that, you know, you win some, you lose some, but you win some and you learn some. And because you with the Lord, you lose none.
Jesus.
That we fight from a place of victory. So a lot of times we fight for victory. That means why we working so hard. We got to learn how to fight. When you out there slinging and you're doing
learn how to
things,
fight.
you're all mad and you're getting sweaty and you're going back and forth. You can't sleep because you're allowing somebody to illegally take up room in your head.
Jesus.
Baby, come unto me, all those heavy laden and burden. I give you rest.
Yes,
I'm telling
I'll give you rest.
Now these hands and pick up the other hands, the praying hands. And when I began to lay it out to him and walk in the authority, right? You got to walk in the women, ladies, because you said women. No diss to the fellas. I love my brother.
Wow.
She said women.
Yeah.
She said women. And what makes you as a woman decide what you have is worth fighting for? Why? Because the Lord gave it to me. And if they don't see the Lord showed me, how do you know who I am unless the Lord showed you? So if you don't know who I am, then that means the Lord ain't show it to you, and I want you to get ye far away from me. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but waste my time.
Come on.
Right? And I done been in some times where I didn't have some wasted time. Where they could
we all have.
Some people are attracted to you because you're a healer. When you God's vessel, you all types of special. I want you to know, ladies, you all types of special. So we got to carry ourselves accordingly. That don't mean that we exalt ourselves above the Lord, but we humbly walk.
Yes.
And we know that we move and we talk according to the way that he wants us to be, right?
Yes.
And so in that, we know our value. What's God's value? What's the world against us if God be for us?
Yes, if he's
like that, I am his, he is mine.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I know I'm worth it.
That's
I worth
right.
everything I'm fighting for. And I need you to go into your closet. And if you're the one that the Lord told me that I'm supposed to be with, in this meantime where you may not see it, I got to do some fighting for you. That's the kind of fighting you do. I ain't got time to fight you because I don't wrestle with flesh and blood.
That's right.
Come on.
We fight different. You don't see. God removed the scales from their eyes because you seeing me. God sent me to you and you fighting me. You battling.
Come on.
You trying to tear me down.
Come
God,
on.
and now I'm looking for my marching orders, right?
Yes.
Now I'm looking for my marching orders. My husband finna switch the cameras, y'all, but that's okay.
That's okay. Go ahead. We can
marching orders because with God, he ain't gonna let nothing that's here stay too long in a wrong place.
Come on.
He'll change it up right in their face. Because what did he say? He said that he'll make a table for you, and who is gonna be in the presence of?
Your enemies.
Come on.
So if you ain't for me, you against me.
Right.
But if you with me, we walking together.
Come on.
Come on. So I ain't even got to be mad. I ain't even got to be scared. I just sit back, ladies, sit back, look cute, watch what God do. That's what I'm saying. Sit back, look cute, watch what God do. Come on. Because when he found you, he found favor. Ain't that what the Lord said? Ain't that what he said?
Good.
That's what he said.
It's worth fighting for. He wants favor. He wants everything that the Lord promised him.
Everything.
So he wants everything that the Lord promised him concerning you. So he gonna love you like he loved the church.
Come on.
That's the best investment he could ever have. Everything gonna flow to him. His money gonna flow right. His job gonna flow right. Everything about him gonna flow right. His fatherhood, his manhood, everything about him. Why? Because he loves his favor.
Yes.
Right? It ain't got nothing to do with me. His eyes focus on the Lord. That's all I'm saying.
That's
right.
His
eyes focus on the Lord. And because I focus on the Lord, that's his focus here, my focus here. But of course, he here. God go before everything, right?
Everything. That's right.
We work the word because the word works.
Yes, it does.
Come on.
Yes, it does.
That's how we know, sister. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah,
sister.
you over-answered it. You over-answered it.
I felt that. I'm sorry.
That was good.
It was great.
Go ahead,
that was good.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
You helping. You're helping. Okay, come on here.
Baby, I told you.
What's our next question?
Come on, wait. No, sister, do you got something you want to add for the lady?
No, go ahead.
Like, I don't want to look. Sister, like,
she didn't got to add because you multiplied it.
There you go.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah. Y'all when the Lord get up on me like that,
baby.
So what advice? Tell me, what advice would you give to the couples who are currently in their worst moment? If they're currently in a worst moment, and with what y'all share with us, y'all, it's something on the line that God wants y'all to speak to the people about. So whatever on your heart, what did you want to tell the people? So
The advice to couples who are currently in their worst moment, right? That was the question.
Yes,
All
it
right.
was.
To be completely honest with you, exactly what we had shared earlier. The best advice is to get that outside help. Seriously. Seriously. I mean, we had to keep praying and all of that, but prayers always has to be in order.
Yes.
But when prayer seems not to work,
Yes.
you have to get that,
Sometimes it feel like it don't work.
because sometimes it feel like it's not working.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to get that outside help. You reach out to us, reach out to the doctors,
That's right.
Come on.
reach out to pastors.
Yeah.
Some
The
people
safe places
with the word that we said earlier,
showing us. You right.
that
Reach out.
intentional but good intentions. You know what I mean? They see.
Right.
You know what I mean? See you that they want the good for you and yours.
That's it.
and your you know your mate. So you know it's not like they
Yeah.
just telling you anything. You know they telling you
He got
something
us on here for
that
a
can help
reason.
you in them, not just them
Yep.
siding with whatever
Right.
you know, we get in our mind, we get in our head sometimes. We want to just be like, it's me. I just always about whatever I want to do, but then when it's her, well, you know what I'm saying? So at times you need somebody that's gonna give you that look on the ideal space to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And yes, to get you a perspective of it's not just about you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
You have a mate that is just as much as equally about, of course, when it comes to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. And so that's like it kind of flowing. Like, come on, y'all. I don't even need, like, I wrote, like, I love God. Like, I'm excited because, like, these questions, like, I don't know what, like, y'all, we didn't practice this. There was no preparation.
Well, yeah, most definitely did.
Because God is so amazing. It's just flowing. Like, it's just like, and that's when you know who to reach out to. Like, he speaks to you and it flow. You feel it. You feel it. It speaks to your inner man, and you like, come on. And we want to be around those people, right? Did y'all have any anybody, like, you had to rebuild trust, of course, right?
Of course.
You had to reveal hope. So you are sitting before us, and y'all said this was how many years back?
Lyric is 10. That was 10 years ago.
Come on, 10 years ago.
Yeah, we was together 12.
Y'all been
right.
12 and married for 10, right?
Yes. Come on. So this is when you really, no matter what the time looks like, is what I'm getting to, right? No matter what the time looks like, when y'all make the decision together to say, hey, this is worth fighting for. This is, you know what I'm saying? And it took some time. Don't give up. But they say don't give up on God because he won't give up on you.
He won't give up on you.
So we got another question, right? Because I'm gonna remember my question.
I love when we got, you know, our audience, they tune in and they actually you know,
drop y'all questions.
I love that they interact
he got
with
us here. There's a lot of power in the room.
Everything, you know.
It is.
Before we leave out, right? Like, before we leave out, we're gonna give y'all the floor because I want y'all to speak to something, right? But it's power in the room. I want to talk to our audience, our studio audience, because I'm prophetically speaking. I want to speak to our studio audience, right? All the viewers, come on. Hey, we talk about the problem. Yes, I know that it's helping the people, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this is the form of therapy that the Lord is building in this season, right? Because I would tell you that it was a season where I wanted to get the therapy, but then when I went to make an appointment, right? I'm already paying the job insurance, right? I like carrying PPO because I hate referrals, right? So I'm already paying. I'm just keeping it real. I'm already paying $200 and some every check,
right?
Every 2 weeks, right? Let's keep it real.
It's true.
And then you tell me in order to make an appointment with the therapist, I gotta pay a $200 copay.
Yeah.
Like what? Like who are you talking to? Like I feel like you disrespecting me. You already got your money. Because what about the time and the years that I didn't go to the doctor?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you do with that money?
The truth.
You just think it's just banking up.
Can you go get
it's
that
ranking
money?
up.
I can go to the doctor.
It rolls over. It should roll over. Right. Like I should have
It don't.
It's like for this visit that I ain't did in about like a year. Like I ain't did. It's only a visit in that year. Like $3,500 to $4,000. You know what I'm saying? Like stacked up to be able to take care of my next visits. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
They take the money, yeah.
And so they told me I needed $200, and I remember crying out to the Lord. I remember like all those times where I'm like, Lord, like get the help. Mm-hmm. And then he literally did some things, y'all. He sent me into some prophetic settings. He did some things, right? But I believe that the Lord is raising up a generation and raising up something different where this may be the therapy that God is sending out across the airwaves to heal marriages, to heal relationships, right? Heal the individual, right? Because sometimes we got to work on ourselves, and sometimes I got to tell my story, and you got to tell your story, sister, and he got to tell your story, brother, because it may be a brother out there homeless that's feeling like he was about to give up, right? It may be a brother out there that knows your story or didn't know your story, but now they know your story, and it's helping and encouraging them.
Yes, it is.
So we don't take this platform for granted, is what I'm saying, right? No. We know that God gave us platforms that we may get to doing what His work, and we don't know what the meaning is, but we know it's got purpose behind it. So
yes, we got a question to say with our cousin Shantae. Say, how did y'all know that you were equally yoked, and that it wasn't just a delusion that you were equally yoked, basically? I mean, I don't want to just, because we've been asking y'all questions. I'm gonna answer. This time, or I'm gonna answer this one.
I'm scared.
Yeah, be very afraid. No, because for me, I just feel like life is gonna be lifing, right? How they say life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through things individually, regardless, right? But if you got somebody that's willing to go through it with you, like despite what they got going on, they willing to go through life with you. They willing to life. They're willing to. It ain't even so much of putting their life on hold. It's more so like, hey, I'm with somebody that it seems like we were saying earlier, it ain't that bad. Like, so why not? Let's do this together, because we're gonna do this together ultimately. That's true. You know what I'm saying? It's all about building together. You start your foundation. Right. We start from the bottom.
How did you know? How did you know about me?
How did I know
about me? That's what she said. How did y'all know that you were equally yoked?
How did I know?
How you? Oh, okay.
Come on,
talk to him, man.
Look, I've been through it too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I mean, in a sense, homeless, but I don't want to say homeless like that, because I have places to go. But I come right out of my mom's house, straight to her place, and we come to another place. And
for sure.
And throughout it all, I've been, we've been in entrepreneurship. So I haven't had a 9-to-5 per se, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I've had little gigs here and jobs to, things that go on for maybe like seasonal, because I have a lot of ways to make ends meet. You know what I mean? And so I those things that have been able to sustain us and be able to keep us going and whatever.
Lord bless your hands.
Yes. To bless my hands and my mind. So but throughout it all, it can look crazy on the outside looking in, because it's like, dang, you got no, the security of a 9-to-5 per se, but I've still been able to sustain and handle things and do for whatever it is that we need to do.
And it looks different to the world, and the world may try to come against it, but I know, and he knows what the Lord told us. So we got to ride it out until it manifests what God promised. But in that time, we still got to love the people that are not so loving to us in that time. Like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because it's and we understand, forgive them for they not know what they do, right? Let's be honest. Let's be real. And sometimes it hurts. But God, right? So I'm gonna speak to that before then I'm gonna pass it over to the bakers to answer that part of the question. But I want y'all to know, I'm telling y'all, this thing was so real. I was in a place where I was like, Lord, I'm tired of losing. Okay. I was in that place, like, I lost my grannies 4 weeks apart, my best friend, the great granny, I dealt with a lot of those deaths. And then I came out of a very a place where I wasn't supposed to be, that the Lord told me to move from, right? It was a toxic, narcissistic relationship. And in that, God brought me out. And then after God brought me out, I dealt with the ultimate loss of losing my mother. And I was like, during that time when I lost my mother, I was really on a fast. Y'all, I was on a fast, and I was fasting for a husband and the healing of my mother.
And I made it. I made it. I made the cut. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I was looking. Look, I don't want to cut you off, baby, but again, to the end, because she kind of cut me off. I didn't finish mine, but to know, it's like, you know, because you like this is something you prayed for, like he's like bro said, like you prayed for this, you asked for this, I prayed for this too. You know, you might not realize it until it's actually like you in it. Like you got to see that, like this is actually, dang, you got to see like, dang, somebody else going through something worse than me. This is what I prayed for, like, and this is not bad at all. Like we had to go through a few bumps and stuff. We had to get over the few humps, but it's leading to the bigger picture in the end zone. You know what I mean? Where we both win. Sir. I mean, and so that's what really matters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. Keep going.
But
it's good, man.
Right, y'all. It was a tough season, is what I was saying. And I was praying for those two things. And so it was a shaking that went on in my life, right? And I'm like, man, look, okay, God. And plus God was calling me. I've been a prophet all my life. I was born a prophet, right? Everybody, like, y'all, I'll tell that story another day. But I was running. I told you I was running where? I was running because I didn't know what that looked like, right? I knew I didn't want people to look at me strange and like, how you know that you're weird? Because that's what I experienced. I'll be among people and be like, oh no, you shouldn't do that, because it like literally God's using me to tell them, and then you're weird, you're a weirdo, and this, that, and other. And I just wanted to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy.
Right.
So combing through all of that, and God set me down at that time and said, look, you're gonna start running, you're gonna submit. I'm like, Lord, okay, I'm going to church every day, you know, and he still did some things, y'all. But after doing that, I prayed. I wrote a list to God. I was real specific in my asking. And then the day that my mother died, because we were friends, right? And then the day that my mother died, he called me and he said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. You want to cry, you can cry. If you want to pray, you can pray, but I'm on my way. And I took, and I handed it to my cousin. I was like, cuz, whatever woman end up with him, gonna be a lucky woman. God has a sense of humor, y'all. Like, cause I was like, that's what I said. And even then we didn't immediately.
And I don't even know she said.
Right?
I didn't know she said
he didn't know. He came, y'all, and he was there, y'all. He never left. Like, oh my goodness, it was amazing.
I'm gonna tell you the real reason I ain't leave. I was coerced.
No, okay, we got a joke. We got a joke, y'all.
In a good way.
He called himself. What you call yourself?
I'm the donkey. She the dragon
from Shrek.
From Shrek. So she was like, you know, she just. Somebody's like, you know, I'm trying to keep cool, but she like, no, you ain't going nowhere. This is your mind. God set your mind, your mind.
God set your mind. I was like, okay, God, what's up?
I know that's my boy. You know, that's what my boy said. I guess that's what
I love it.
Yeah, that's my boy. But no, God did tell me that, y'all. Like, first of all, when me and his mom, I didn't know his mom was his mom, y'all. Like his mom, his mama, my mama, and me, we used to go to churches. We was in church together all the time, right? So one day we go in Bible study, and I told y'all I was coming back into church. So, you know, they ready to, he came one Sunday to play the drums because we didn't have a drummer. Now, every Sunday, because I'm coming out of a broken place, ladies, heal. Don't take your baggage to the new situation, okay? But I was coming out of a dark place. And so I was like, you know, just healing. So I don't care who came into church. I'm here to get the message that Pastor Jones is preaching. Take that word, go at home, ask the Lord how you want me to place this piece in my life so I can get better and heal and do all that stuff, right? So y'all, we come back to the day he came to play the drums. Every time he played the drums, I couldn't stop staring at him. And now, imagine I had all the questions we had, like, how you know when your husband, how you know? Because I ain't got time for no other relationships. I ain't got time for no mess. I ain't got time for no mess, okay?
Right.
That's the one.
God, y'all. So he came and he was playing them drums. And then we come to Bible study the next week. They ready to kick out Bible study as usual. Y'all, anyway, y'all know one thing that I pride myself on is being real. I'm real when I love hard, like I'm real. So they ready to kick out Bible study regularly. I said, so y'all, before y'all just ready to kick out Bible study, y'all ain't see that fine specimen of a man come up in here playing them drums on Sunday? And they like, they was like how y'all is now. They laughing. I'm like, they like, oh, Sister D. It's like, Sister D, you got a son look like that and know I'm single and ready to mingle and you ain't said nothing. Baby, that was my exact words. I said, tell your son I said hi.
She was like Miss Pearly off Friday, next Friday. Hey, your daddy. I'm like, what? My mama told me, she want to talk. I'm like, who you talking about? It's like, Mimi, the girl, lady, you know, my friend, we kick. I'm like, oh yeah. No wonder she be looking at me, batting her eyes, looking like the dragon on Shrek. I look around, I'm like, oh, okay.
So
I love
it. Fast forward, okay, to the fast, and that was probably about we was about a friend for a year. Because when my mama was going to chemotherapy, he was there. You know, like it was a crazy time, y'all. So sis, I told you I was like, come on, God, when you was testifying, I'm like, come on, God, I see what you're doing, what you're doing it. But y'all, after he brought us together, we was together for some time. July, I think it was in July 2019, y'all. I'm at work, Cook County Pharmacy, minding my own self business. Answer the phone. Hey, Cook County Pharmacy, how can I help you? The woman on the other line started off like she had a refill for her son. And she like, can I tell you something? And I was like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm helping her because I'm like, girl, look, you got this. You could do this, then hang in there. I'm encouraging her. Right, you know, and I'm like, girl, God is good, you know, encourage her. She said, can I tell you something? I was like, girl, yeah. She was like, I'm a prophet, and the Lord is saying, why you living with your husband and y'all ain't married? Bam! Like, oh, and y'all, she started to break down my life, and I was like, wow. Whoa. Y'all, the woman was all up in my feet. So how she know this stuff if not the Lord told it to her? She said, she said, I am a prophet of the Most High God. And the Lord is telling me. And she started rolling that off. And I was like, well, what is she? She started like speaking to some prayers that I had. Y'all, the only other person like that done that before was y'all pastor, right? Y'all pastor done that to folk about concerning my son, right? So y'all, I'm like, well, what you want me to do? You know, like, she said, y'all need to get me. And so I'm like, I ain't finna ask him, you know. So y'all tell him. Y'all know what he said? He said, well, I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent about marriage. So at that point, I went back to my closet. Lord, you done sent me in here now. Hold on, because number one, told y'all I'm gonna run away. He ain't finna be up in here talking about no indifferent. Like what our friend, our sister say? How you know your value? I know my value, Lord. You told me I'm bringing back in the word. I ain't gonna do my personal self, but this is what you told me.
Gotta give the word back.
Remind, remember.
So, Lord, this is what he told me. And then what you all say, sometimes the Lord got to work on you individually. So, Lord, talk to your boy. What he say? That's my boy.
For sure. I love it. Oh my God.
Y'all, and during the pandemic of 2020, I'll never forget it. They was talking about it on the news. They was talking about getting married, marriage license, whatever. And we just sitting there watching news. Y'all, by this time, I'm almost like how you just talked about, brother, numb. I'm like, it is what it is, Lord. I don't know what you're doing, but I believe you. I do believe you, Lord. And I can't press the issue because I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm going to sit here. I'm going to keep praying, so on and so forth. During that pandemic.
You know, I had to keep it playing. I couldn't just say, yeah, I'm going to get married to you. We going to be yours.
Right. You know, that's exactly what you're supposed to.
No, I had to be like, I don't know. You had to show and prove that who you say you are. I had to put She passed. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
But no, seriously, y'all.
Right.
I want y'all to ask the question, but no, he was like, well, shoot, wow, that's what we need to do. And I was like, I was on that computer like Medea, filling out for the marriage license, y'all.
Okay.
That goes back to when like, how do you know, it's no, like, it was one of those, them, every time I would be without her, I think about it and it just be like, I just start thinking like, damn, I love, you know what I'm saying? I'm soft on this. I ain't got a hard exoskeleton, but I'm soft on this.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just look like
I know.
this. I look approachable, but you get to talk to me, you be like, this nigga got brains. He look like he don't know nothing.
Yeah. That's the one.
He got intellect. He's smart.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But no, that just, like I say, you be right. I be thinking like, dang, what my baby do? I call her. She be always saying I don't call her no, because she called me at 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Mine be more like 35 to 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I give it time. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it time to miss each other. Because I'm around her 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? She don't know nobody but me. You feel what I'm saying? She does not know nobody but me.
Right.
He kept confirming it. The long story short, I know that was a long story already. It wasn't short. But
no, y'all good.
Confirming it, y'all. He kept confirming it. We may look at it as a little coincidence or this, that, and other, but we don't serve a oops type of God. So the Lord will have it right in your face. I just pray that we have ears to see, ears to hear and eyes to see, right? And if you don't, we don't want the Lord to look like they fools, right? Because that's what the word said in the Message version in Matthew. That's true. The word is real. It's made alive in us. So, all I'm saying is that he be answering us. He be answering us and put that right in front of our face. So we knew, to answer your question, cousin, from our perspective, we knew because God kept confirming that thing and bringing it before us, and we had to move because we didn't want to lose. Move when God is showing you something. Move so that you don't lose. Come on,
Amen.
Move so that you don't lose. Right?
Man.
We don't want to lose that thing. Gotta move that thing on and send somebody else. You be sitting watching that thing from the other perspective. You'll be like, I wish I should have, could have done the right thing the first time around.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all got something for the people, like as far as that question go, like how did y'all know? Well, I think y'all kind of answered that question, right? In the beginning.
Yeah, we did. We came into it. We both came into it. We were already in church, and although we were going to separate churches at the time, because I was still at my dad's church, and Lonnie was at the church that he was playing for at the time. We did go to separate churches, but we still knew God, and we still knew that God had to be the head of our marriage in order for our marriage to work. So we were already, although we were not doing things that we probably should have done in the moment, but God still got his glory. Amen. So
that's the great statement that we make up and it's at the foot of the bed every day, right? That's real.
Come on.
Real, right? That's so real.
They don't like to talk about that though. That gets a little too deep for the people.
Right? And we gotta go deep in this season because we trying to say the ones. What is saying that? What is it, Luke? He say go out to the middle, to the deep, and
come on. Yes.
We trying to
cast that net. Come on.
I want to save my brothers and sisters that look like me from when I was out there, because what it was, I was looking like ain't no hope. I'm finna be out here, man. I ain't got time. My mind was in the world. I was taking the L, okay? I was taking the L that came in the world.
Be like, come on.
And then I understood that the L had to come out. The loss was no longer because I transferred to the word. And the word was made manifest. I understand I couldn't lose when I was in the word, right? So that's it. That's
the one.
This is like come on, man. I tell this thing because I was on the other side of this thing, and we be losing. He ain't put us here to lose. Come on, every day that you get up with life and breath in your body, if you choose him,
you winning.
Right? You got to walk in obedience, choose him to the best of your knowledge. Some people could be like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't." Can I be real? How real can I be?
Come on.
Be real, right? Because some people may tell you got to look like this, you got to stop this, and you got to go cold turkey. You can't do that. The Lord makes everything, Ecclesiastes 3:11, in his own time, and will he make it beautiful?
Yes.
Around the folk that got a prayer life, right? You want to get around the folk that are kind of Mark 5, I think it's Mark 5, where he talk about Lord, you through the roof, right? I want to be around the ones that are Galatians 6:1 me, right?
Come on.
They see me in my wrongdoing. Don't fall in with me, because I don't want us both right here doing wrong. But if we both in it, I believe us to come out together, because I can't leave you there. How you work? Can I be real?
Yes.
I have to go get the one that I left in there with me.
Yeah.
That's my brother and sister. So when I go for them, and I'm gonna let them know, hey, you remember, but you already seen me in there. So sometimes all I gotta do is just walk it like I talk it.
That's it.
Some of them already.
That's it.
That's how you work.
You don't even want me to do nothing but be the be a witness.
Example.
Come on, the new church being developed.
Did they leave out?
There we go.
Oh, okay. Hold on, we gotta bring
y'all
it back.
Y'all good.
Okay,
all right. So yeah,
all
all I'm saying, y'all,
that might be the signal saying, like, look, y'all,
because we've been on about an hour and 20 minutes.
We normally go for about an hour, but you know, this getting
good. It is what it is.
I'm enjoying it for real.
We having a good time.
I love it. I'm enjoying it.
We gotta do this in person.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? Because it's ones that's connected to us, y'all, that literally names are changing. I hear that, I see that, and I'm excited, right? So we're gonna move accordingly. But before we get off, I want you to tell the people, because you said you know what is something that you want to share with the people. Yeah, he keeps telling me the camera right here, y'all. But to the screen right here, y'all. So I need that to be fixed, right? Screen right here. So I'm going to look at y'all in y'all eyes out of respect. On this one right here, with the camera, I can't see nothing but the camera.
It's okay.
I want you to understand.
You're looking in their eyes.
This is why when we ask for donations at the end, y'all, is to help us grow in the studio. Because we're
not wrong.
I'm just trying to tell the truth.
You're not wrong.
Right? When we're asking for donations, it's to help correct these problems.
That's right.
They here, right?
Okay.
And I know that in the room, just like whatever was in the room that he had us on here for today, to help everybody out that's going through that for worse season, because it's about to get better. I got a feeling, like my pastor said, a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion that it's about to get better for under the sound of my voice. And I'm just gonna leave it right there. Tell us where the people can meet you, whatever it is that you want to share. I want the people again, I want you to share your church. I want you to share, you said brother play an instrument. We know he played the drums.
Yeah.
Can you let them know? And while y'all talking, we gonna kind of just show the people a few pictures that we have of you guys to show them where it started. They know where it's at now, but we want to share. Y'all just flow.
Wow.
Where it started, y'all.
Hey, listen. Okay.
Memories.
You can tell. First of all, you can tell we was younger. Look how okay. We are, my God, today.
We was working through all what we just talked about. It's a story behind each picture. I'm telling you.
I was just gonna say, y'all know around what time, what year in y'all relationship y'all.
Yeah.
That was about a good 2015.
That was 16. We was
16.
We was at your sister house.
Yes, we was at my sister
in Indiana.
Yes,
on the couch,
cuddled up, because my daddy did not play that. You ain't gonna be on my couch, and if you come to my house, ain't no room, closing doors, none of that. So we went to my sister's house because she let us cuddle.
She let us cuddle.
You're right. For real. Let me see.
Yes, come on. We got another picture here we want to share. Come on. Tell us.
That was at her sister's house again. The same sister.
Y'all could cuddle.
Yeah, because that's the only times we was able to get alone time, because I remember when I finally got a place and I was staying on the west side and I had my two brothers there. So we never really had like privacy. And her sister was just kind enough to give us privacy, and it's just
upstairs in her room, but she wouldn't close the door. So we just be sitting downstairs. So yeah, we was raised so.
And we only had one. We had Legend. It was just Legend. It was just Legend at the time. Yeah.
Come on, and then we got this picture right here. The Bakers. Come on.
This.
Come on. That's when we were saved and delivered. Huh?
We look different, don't
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
These the patty cake bakers, man, right here. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? I want to say something too.
Bro got the dread popping out. He looking healthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whole new swag.
You can tell the difference, can't you?
He got the lashes, the cock.
And I gained some weight.
I'm 5 kids in.
Curls for the girls. Show the world. Hey, look. Hey, what was
yes,
popping?
sir.
You popping.
Oh, man.
But you know what? Go ahead. Oh,
He's silly.
All I'm saying, he talking about curls for the girls, and he say lashes.
right.
You know? Don't be talking about our lashes, because he be talking about these things, but your lashes.
No, they look good. When they feel right, they look good. I don't be, you know.
I got spiders on my eyes. I don't care.
I hate when they cover their eyes and they trying to raise them, but they can't.
Trying to see? All right now. Too much.
They be trying to be like, bird. I don't know, bird.
Too much.
Let me stop.
He talked about me with my lashes. Y'all recorded.
Nah, y'all
was looking good. I love it. I love the growth. I love the realness. I love the authenticity.
Yeah.
And we love the Bakers. We love the Bakers.
For sure.
We love y'all, man.
We just enjoyed this, man. This was a great experience. I hope y'all out there was able to take something and get something from this, man. You know what I mean? Just from the transparency and just the relationship building and
what God was able
to
show.
God was able to put together. For sure.
So we already know happen. Sister, y'all tell us where y'all go to church at. Shout out your pastor. Come on.
And your you know, your handles if you got, you know, you guys got social media and everything. I know you guys, you know, do y'all thing. So, you know, give it a good shout out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let them know about
you could if I don't know if you guys want to put the comment in the comment section or
whenever however y'all want to do,
the comment section over there.
Go ahead and flow. Y'all got the floor.
Yep.
Okay. So we do go to Vernon Baptist Church. Our bishop is Bishop Andrew Gibson, our first lady, Shawana Gibson. Shout out to Bishop and Lady G. We are there every Sunday at 10:45. We are the campus pastors of V2, which we are that is every second and fourth Sunday starting at 1:30. The address there is 10207 -9 South Ewing, that's EWING, and we do start on time. And so we're excited to be there. We are excited to serve because we do serve in the morning at our church under our leaders and very faithful, and we just love God and we just have a servant's heart, me and my husband. And so if you're not doing anything or if you need an afternoon service, meet us every second and fourth Sunday. And we also do Bible study every
Tuesday
at
8:30.
At 8:30 at 8:30 p.m.
Come on, man.
Sorry, y'all. At 8:30 p.m. TNT Tuesday night teaching. So you can catch us on Lonnie's page. Lonnie Baker is his page as well as my page. And so this has been amazing. I just want to say for final thought that if you are thinking about marriage, continue to think about marriage. Don't let the world make you think that marriage is outdated. It's not. And it's not fun. And it's not fun being single. Don't let nobody lie.
It is it's incredibly fun. It's very fun. Like I enjoy my wife. And how my wife enjoys, you know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
People enjoy us. We enjoy people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
absolutely. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I feel like the energy just be like 10 times when it's me and her versus when it's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
right.
like, you know,
and that's how it's supposed to be.
It works.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Smooth, you know. So yeah, I enjoy this.
And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's give and take. And it's give and take. And you know.
I encourage people out there to find your person.
Yeah.
Find your
Yes.
Men find your wife, because let's get back to the word. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains faith.
Be ready for a husband.
Be ready for your husband. Wife, be ready for your husband.
That's it, because
Wife, get ready. Check your attitude at the door.
That's it. That's it. Because
Yeah.
I love it. That's it. Because when you do it the right way, I'm telling you, it's really it's no else.
Nope,
you don't take no else.
Not at all.
That's right. The else off the learn. And so our pastor, we attend, because I want to let the people know where they can find a church home.
Mm-hmm.
We got over on these, and we want the people to know that we are about kingdom building, right? Every second, right now the Lord has us operating with forever soaring and elevating every second weekend in March, where it's a big kingdom building event. But the Lord brings us all together. It don't matter what church you go to. The Lord said, this is a time where I'm bringing the kingdom together. This is a kingdom building event. And there's many other ones out there, right? Mm-hmm. But we're big king. We have servant hearts as well. So we're big kingdom builders, right? And in that we our leaders, we are members of Union Evangelistic Baptist Church in Chicago Heights. Mm-hmm. Derek Jones Jr. is our pastor, and our first lady is the amazing Bianca Jones. And y'all, if you on the east side, our service started 10:45.
10:45, same time.
And so if you're on the east side and you want to go, it don't matter. Just get in the
house of the Lord.
Get in somebody's church.
Get in the house of the Lord. That's
it. Get in somebody's church.
Not none of the ones.
The right one. Yes, the right one.
Not the
that's why I said the house of the Lord. It ain't no right one.
It's just the
Lord. Because you got houses out here, but they're not the house of the Lord. You know what I mean?
That's the truth, though. Talking right.
People just gather there.
Talking right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the Lord.
Truth.
The Lord don't be in presence.
Right.
The Lord.
He's telling the truth, though.
Come on.
He's telling the truth.
Talking right. To y'all, two places where we could testify that the Lord is present, mm-hmm. right?
Yes, he is.
Right.
Yeah.
So check those out. And before we get out of here, of course, we're gonna pray. I just want to make sure. Oh, the book, y'all.
Oh yeah, we got a few little
things. And this week
coming
up, y'all, I planned on having it. So this book talks about. It's a novel, y'all. God put this story together, y'all. And if you haven't went to on Amazon and got this yet, the Lord said this book is blessing marriages and restoring marriages and just relationships together, right? And it's just a good book. When I tell you it's so good, y'all, when God wrote us,
storylines
are Miera and Fitzgerald, and it's real good, y'all. It's real down to earth, and it's gonna talk to you, right? So it's on Amazon.
She put us in words. Imagine that.
That's beautiful.
Man, I love that.
That's beautiful.
And it is actually dope. It's
that is beautiful.
There's so much that go on that we couldn't even explain it. Like she would have been talking all day trying to explain why we were together and how we met, and it'd be taking all day. So it's in the book. Y'all get that book.
But
it's still a fictional. It's still a fictional story.
Yeah,
but it's very solely based on.
Yeah.
Number one bestseller. Come on.
Come on.
Speaking,
oh yes.
For sure. For real.
So I'm excited, y'all. That is available for y'all and for any and everybody, right, y'all? Mm-hmm. So before we leave the audience or leave this platform, love isn't just a feeling, right? Mm-hmm. It's covenant, and covenants are tested, but when God is the center, the worst can still lead to the better. Mm-hmm. Man, so you can't build a strong marriage. Another point that I wrote down, and you can't build a strong marriage without a few storms. Just make sure you're anchored in the word and not in your emotions. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're in the word and not in your emotions.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We're praying, not just us, but the Bakers are praying for marriages that are under attack. Right. For couples that are in hard seasons, y'all, we going to war for those marriages that God revealed to us. We're doing the work of the Lord and healing for the couples in hard season and strength to honor vows. Mm-hmm. Strength to honor. We need strength. The joy of the Lord is our strength.
Mm-hmm.
We need that strength.
Mm-hmm.
It
and
is.
He promised us when we're weak, His grace was sufficient. So we're praying that when we're weak, God, build us up in your grace, Father God. that, you know, we strive to honor those vows through faith. Amen. So thank you guys for joining the Vow Session.
Thank y'all for having us. Thank y'all for having us. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Being guests on here, this was amazing. I enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna have to do a part 2 real soon.
For sure.
We
got to do a 1.5 before you do a part 2, because we got to kick it. You know what I'm saying? We got to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Personally, not virtually. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, there we go. I like that.
This is our personal session, so 1.5 gonna be, you know, our personal session.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For sure.
Amen.
Man, I appreciate
so follow us on all
absolutely
the Godfreys, and we'll see y'all next week for another honest, faith-filled about love that lasts.
Yep.
Love y'all. See y'all later.
All right, love y'all. See you later.
See y'all later. So guys, if you want, of course, we finna get ready to close out, y'all, but if you can support us, here we go again. I'm sorry, I'm back right here. If y'all can support our ministry,
I know you
via Cash App. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm
right here
via Cash App. Y'all can support us via Cash App or via Zelle. We appreciate any and all gifts, and I pray over those gifts that God, that there'll be no lack for those that are giving, and that God begins to multiply your seed beyond the need, and that He just does exceedingly and abundantly above all that you ask for the seed that you put in this ground, because this is fertile ground. Amen. So y'all, that is it. This week has been great, and we'll see y'all next Thursday at 7
o'clock, y'all.
I love y'all.
Central Standard Time, y'all tune in, man. Meet the Godfreys, man. We back. We back and we better.
We back and we better.
We back and we better. And we gonna get better.
We gonna get better.
Better. So we the betterest. All right? Meet the Godfreys.
We're gonna be on the tube like the Lord said. Come on, y'all.
Hey, you know what's
up.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Next.
Gon' pay you. I know this hard work gon' pay off. I ain't taking days off, 'cause I'm the boss, I ain't getting laid off. I know this hard work gon' pay off. I ain't taking days off, I'm the boss, I ain't getting laid off. I know this hard work gon' pay off. So I'ma keep doing what I'm doing. Obviously they like the music and they love the way I'm moving. Stacking money, had a crew and wildlife. Yeah, we a movement. Only with bad bitches with street nerd up on the booty. Make a tootie, come and suited and booted. Put it in the circle.